Britain has accused the European Union of being unreasonable as both sides work towards a post-Brexit trade deal. Prime Minister Boris Johnson's Europe advisor has met EU officials to finalise their position.
Well, these demands are set out in what's called an EU draft mandate. It's basically the EU setting out its proposals and demands for the trade negotiations that are going to begin shortly. Well, they include, this blueprint includes the EU saying it wants to police UK subsidies, impose rules on its tax regime and ask the government to commit to aligning with the EU standards permanently, forever. Now, the government here says that Brussels already agreed deals with Canada, Korea and Japan in which there are no such arrangements. And on the subsidies, the government here is saying that's unreasonable. On the tax proposals, which is a move to the UK to comply with EU standards and take part in cross-border tax planning, that is ridiculous, according to the British government. Now, earlier this week, at the European Parliament, the new European Commission President, Ursula von der Leyen, said Mr Johnson would have to accept what she called a level playing field on rules and standards. Well, the Prime Minister is rejecting that. In a speech a week or so ago at Greenwich on Brexit, he said there's no need for the UK to follow EU trade rules. There'll be no alignment with Brussels under any post-Brexit deal. Well, all this suggests that the negotiations which are going to be conducted by Mr Frost and a 40-strong team of negotiators, well, they're going to be fraught and acrimonious, it looks, at this stage.